Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my Flea finds. Today I'm going to show you authentic Chanel items, well, authentic except for one item, Chanel items that it took me maybe 8 or so years to collect. So it wasn't overnight, but they are real and they're worth maybe altogether about $15,000 or more. I'm going to tell you where I purchased them and how much I paid for them. As far as how much I've enjoyed them, it's priceless. So let's start with the first item. I picked up these Chanel shoes. I saw them on a table at a flea. Aren't they great? They're like so funky and different and unique, and even though they're different, they're still classic. I think they were $5. So there's a little bit of a discoloration here, but it doesn't matter to me. I just love them. The next item that I picked up is this Chanel belt. This maybe would retail for, I don't know, $500. I paid, I think it was $1. I had actually gotten late to the flea market and I saw that this man was selling a bunch of belts. I picked up other designer belts along with this, but this is definitely my favorite. And I love how it just drapes along the body. If I don't want to wear it as a belt, I can also wear it as a necklace. So there are actually two items that are not authentic here. This is the first one. Has a really nice look to it. I wear it, I enjoy it, but not real. And I might as well show you the second item that's not authentic. That would be this bag. This was probably made, I paid probably about $5 for it. This was probably made in somewhere in the 80s. It's from Hong Kong. I thought that it was real. I didn't pay a lot, as I mentioned. It's leather. It's made very well. Everything is here. And the inside also says France. But let's see. I don't know if you can see that. So the way that it was made, the quality, everything about it looked good. No ID number, no ID card. I still enjoy wearing it. The next item that I picked up is this bottle of cocoa. These are probably the most often seen items at the flea market that I can get for less. Here's a bottle of Chance by Chanel, which you can tell I love and have loved. The thing about the fragrances you have to be really careful that you're getting the real thing. I would suggest that you go to the store and see what the fragrance actually smells like and then sort of become familiar with it, and you'll be able to tell the real from the not real. The next item that I have is this amazing Chanel dress with, these are actually camellia flowers, which Chanel used a lot in her work. Let me show you there's the label. This was actually purchased at auction. It was purchased with a friend with a lot of other things. They kept most of the other things. I kept this dress. I mean, I guess it probably cost about $50, but I love it. And these can be taken off and worn as pins. It has a great look. I love the little double C's in here. Just amazing. Probably on the retail level, maybe $1,000, maybe a little bit more. The next item that I purchased, and I was really glad that I got this. This is actually a Chanel muff. You put your hands on each side. I found this at a flea market. This is the, let me see, this is the tag that came with it. And then there's also, I saw this on a table. I wasn't really familiar with it, and I asked the man how much it was. He said it was $25. So I thought about it, and I thought, you know, if it's not real, I sort of really didn't want to go the $25 for it. So I went home, and he's a man who's at the market quite often. So I went home and I started looking up perhaps what they sell for, and lo and behold, I found the same thing on a website, and they were asking, well, actually you can't see it here, but they were asking over $2,000 for it. So I was hoping that they still had it, and I was really hoping they still had it. There's the iconic Chanel chain. And I went back, and sure enough, it was still there. He had packed it away in a box, and I asked him how much he wanted for it, and he said $25, and I happily gave it to him, and the rest is history. On top of that, I see that, I mean, you buy what you like, so it doesn't matter who really owns something, but I saw that Kris Jenner actually has this in her closet on one of her tours on YouTube. The next item that I picked up is this men's or women's Chanel tie. It's silk. It has the chain sort of built into the pattern. It is worn and enjoyed. I think I paid like $2 for this, and it probably has a retail of about $150. The next item that I have are these amazing, I think they're called spats, and they're just incredible. They're soft, they're classic, they look unbelievable with so many things. I bought these actually from a site online. They were just doing sellouts of shoes that were for display. So that's what these were. And I think I paid like $50 for them, and they have a retail of over $1,000. Keep my little Chanel bags. The next item from the same site, it was a display, although it looks like it really wasn't worn much. These are Chanel clogs, again with the iconic double C's. Turn these around. And I actually use these more for display because I just really like how they look. The next item, oh, and I paid, I think maybe like $40 for these. And again, they're probably in the $700 range or so retail. The next item, which is fairly easy to find at the flea markets, is our sunglass cases, and every now and then sunglasses. So I think I paid $5 for these, I believe, with the case. They sell for, I guess, in the $200 or so range. You know, again, you have to be really careful. Make sure that everything is correct on them, because there are a lot of copies out there. really nice faux tortoise shell look. Let me see. The next two items were unbelievable finds. They're vintage. They're probably from the 1980s. They're supple, smooth, just incredible. And the really interesting thing is that I think they're very rare because I really haven't found anything similar to them. So I was walking along the flea market and I happened to look over. It was actually later in the day. Magnetic closure. It was later in the day. Let's see if this. So, made in France. Now, the interior is sort of worn, for lack of a better word, but with some simple polish. I mean, I wear it as it is because the outside is almost pristine. The ID card, which matches the number inside. The number's here. I forget where it is. But this and its counterpart, they are the real thing. Anyway, I love them. I love wearing them. They go with everything. Oh, I paid $10 each for them. The man had purchased an estate and he didn't know, and I guess he didn't care, and they were $10 each. And probably, I know they're vintage, but maybe $2,000 or so a piece on a retail level, if not more. I mean, they're in, other than the interiors of them both, they're in really great condition, and I enjoy them, and I love the large gold plate double C's. I already showed you this bag and my fragrance. The next item is the unbelievable belt. This spells Coco Chanel. Oops, it's actually upside down. I get so many compliments on this. I've seen this online for over $2,000. I think I paid like maybe $30 for this. The woman, I had gone to a sale and I asked her if she had any designer items. She wasn't going to sell these. Her brother had worked for Chanel, and she said, I have a few things that he had given her that she wasn't wearing, and I bought a bunch of things from her. Sold a lot of the others because I wasn't going to wear them, and kept this. I wear it as a belt, a necklace, just so many compliments, and it's so classic. I mean, it's, to me, it's an art piece. And that's how I think of a lot of these pieces, is that they're actually wearable art. So this piece I got from her as well. As I mentioned, I've sold a lot of the jewelry that I've gotten from her. Earrings, necklaces, some bracelets. I decided to keep this because, again, I just thought it was classic. It spells Coco, if you can take a look, a closer look. Came in the original box, which I love also. And I wear it, I enjoy it. Goes with so many things. Has a nice sparkle. I can wear this with faux pearl necklaces and gold chains, and put this in the center of the shirt, and it just pops. I love it. Again, I think I paid $30 for it. Maybe on a retail level, it's around $200, $250. I think that's it then. I have shown you my Chanel collection, what I've paid for most of the items, what they would sell for. I wear them, some items together, I wear them separately, I display them, I enjoy them. Again, it took me many years to collect all of these items, but I would say collectively for probably about $10,000 retail, I spent maybe $200, $250 on all of these items. I hope you've enjoyed going through my Chanel collection with me. I hope that you find your own Chanel collection and enjoy.